Every day is a good day. There is something to learn, care, and celebrate. I feel glad to welcome you all to this webinar. I am sure that you all will feel enriched with knowledge after completion of this event. I welcome you all once again to the webinar. Thank you all. In prayer, it is better to have a heart without words than words without heart. By mentioning these great words of Mahatma, I call upon Ardenuka from 2nd BCom PA to sing a prayer song. Thank you, Denuka. A good teacher is a doctor who heals ignorance and an artist who inspires creativity. And now, I would like to welcome our head of the department, Dr. KKA Alagappan sir, to present the welcome address.
Pleasant good afternoon to one and all. This 19th November 2020, 2:30 p.m. is yet another notable day for all of us. On behalf of the Department of Corporate Secretaryship with Computer Applications and Professional Accounting of Kongu Arts and Science College, Erode, I am glad to welcome you all to the state-level webinar on innovations and challenges in the Indian financial markets. A person with benevolence, amicable, and friendly nature is our respected correspondent, Thiru K. Palanichami sir. We are glad to welcome you, sir. A person with thoughtfulness, innovativeness, zeal, and zest is our beloved principal, Dr. N. Raman, sir. We are elated to welcome you, sir. This webinar is being conducted in association with Finmark Trainers India Private Limited. Today's chief guest has involved in promoting financial literacy for the past 10 years. He acts as a bridge between corporates and the student community. We are in high spirits to welcome Glenn Roger Carr. Welcome you, sir. We are happy to welcome Mr. Sivaram, Business Development Manager of Finmark Trainers India Private Limited. Welcome you, sir. We are glad to welcome all the faculty members and students from various institutions across Tamil Nadu. More than 1,000 participants have registered and now they are connected through Zoom and YouTube. We are cheerful to welcome you all. We also extend our warm welcome to our own institution heads, faculty members, and students. I am blissful in welcoming my own department faculty members and students. Welcome you all. With this, once again, I welcome you all and conclude my welcome address. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Winners are not people who never fail, but people who never quit. I would like to welcome Assistant Professor of our department, Ms. G. Gomadi ma'am, to give introduction note of the chief guest.
Good afternoon to one and all. I deemed it as an esteemed pleasure to introduce our chief guest. Glenn Rogerka is an MCOM graduate and PG diploma in sales from NIS. He joined Navia Markets Limited as a management trainee in 1994 and he moved on to head the companies in online trading and NRI business verticals. In 2004, he was instrumental in setting the group's foray into the portfolio management business, for which he was the principal officer. In 2009, he moved on to join Unifi Capital, the largest PMS player in South India in a senior management role. He has a total of 20 years of rich experience in the area of advisory and portfolio management services to the resident and non-resident Indian investor. He is passionate about sharing his knowledge with schools and college students. He is a founder and director of Finmark. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. One tree can start a forest. One word can frame a goal. One candle can wipe out darkness. A true leader has a confidence to stand alone. It's my esteemed pleasure to welcome our honorable chief guest, Mr. Glenn Roger Kasser, to provide us inspiring words.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Gomati ma'am, Alagappan sir, Priyanka, thank you. Thank you for the management for having us here this afternoon. I hope today's session, you will find it useful and practical. I want to keep it as practical as possible because our aim is to address the students mostly. And today, if you look at the capital and financial markets, it is one of the fastest growing sectors in India, if at all the fastest, because more and more young people are deciding that they have to invest in equity shares, in gold, in real estate, and various other investment avenues. Our parents looked at investing in FDs. They looked at investing in gold ornaments. The generation before that looked at other investments. But today's generation is looking at so many products which are available to them. So many products. And these products are, many of them are very new to India. Very, very interesting to understand some of them. It allows the common man to invest in these products. It allows even a laborer to invest. That is the beauty of today's financial market products. And therefore, understanding them, right from the student point of view, to a professor, to someone who wants to go and advise someone on how to invest, it is very, very important. Right? Just to give you a small brief. See, when I started working, I just want to tell it for students as well as to give you some idea of how things evolve. I started working straight from college. My first job was a management trainee, getting 2,500 rupees salary. I got trained for a couple of years and I was sent to Coimbatore branch to handle the branch. I was there for 3 years. And it was very, very hard work at that point of time. Your day will start at 9 o'clock in the morning. It will finish at 10:30, 11 in the night. Lucky those were bachelor days. Because the stock market, nothing was electronic. Everything had to be done physically. So the time it took was tremendous. But in 1999, I had got a lucky break to come back to Chennai and work with my company's team. We had a few members and we had a joint venture with IBM. So, sir, I think you need to switch off the volume in YouTube, otherwise you will get this echo. Yeah. So when we did this joint venture with IBM, our job was to create India's first risk management platform. And so for 3 years, between 2 years, between 99 and 2001, the experience of working with IBM on a platform and working with the international team who were working out of Belgium and going to various countries and seeing how it is working was a great eye opener for us in the late 90s. And also, when we launched the first risk management system in India in 2001. In fact, that system was sold by IBM to many. And today, what the National Stock Exchange is using has its initial seed genesis from what we created. So that was a great learning experience. And in 2001, when a company started the second online stock brokerage company in India, I was given the opportunity to head it. In 2004, I went. In 2005, we started a portfolio management company. We were managing about 400 crores, and my job was to head that company. And 2009, I went and joined India's largest portfolio manager. I took care of the Middle East region. And basically, I also managed a portfolio for about 400, 500 crores. So that was my job at that point of time. But in 2015, we wanted to do something. And a colleague and mine, me, were looking at something very different to look at. And we realized that India has one of the most poorest investment literacy rate. We are good at FDs. We are good at investing in gold. But our investments into financial instruments like stocks, like electronic gold, and those kind of instruments, we were one of the poorest. Our literacy ratio was even lesser than Bangladesh. It was like equal to Pakistan. Now it is much better. So we decided that financial literacy is needed in our country because our country sees so many people who are not investing properly, who are stuck in debt, who don't do proper financial planning. And therefore, our aim was to help them. And once we got into that, we suddenly found that colleges were the place we should start, because all of you in 1 or 2 years' time will be working. You will need investments. You will start a family. And when you start a family and you don't invest properly, you will borrow. And then you will get into debt trap. So to understand about this, to understand where and how do you invest is so very important. So today, my aim is to introduce you to a number of innovative financial products which have come into India in the last few years. So my first part of my presentation will be to introduce you to innovative products. My second part of the presentation will be to tell you why are these innovative products so important in India today. And in the third part of the session, I want to give you a few ideas as to how you can pursue a career in the banking and financial services industry. What do you need? What are the characteristics you need? And what are investment banks, large wealth management companies, what are they looking for? So I will present it into 3 parts. I will not take very long. I will try and keep it as practical as possible. And then we can open for any questions. You can ask me questions in English and Tamil, anything is fine. I'm happy to answer you. But just to start, before I go into my slides, I just want to tell you one thing. How old are most of you? Priyanka, how old will you be?
You're sir, 19.
You're 19. Which year are you in, Priyanka?
2001, sir.
Ilama, which year are you in? Second year?
Second year, sir.
Second year. Okay. So 1 more year you will finish, Lingla.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, can we mute everyone, please? Okay. So Priyanka is 19 years old. In 1 year, Priyanka will start working. If anyone wants to talk, please unmute and talk. I muted everyone. So in 1 year, Priyanka will start working. And let's say the moment Priyanka starts working when she's 20 years, if Priyanka invests, listen to me carefully, 1,900 rupees per month, every month, till she reaches 60 years of age. When Priyanka starts working at 20 years, from that first month, every month she's investing 1,900 rupees into the stock market. It is called Systematic Investment Plan, SIP. She's doing a SIP of 1,900 rupees every month into the stock market from 20 years up to 60 years. Any idea, rough guess, how much she will have when she's 60 years? Anyone wants to guess? You can unmute and ask. Guess.
3 crores.
3 crores. Close. Right. The right answer is she will get about 4.5 to 5 crores. That is the power of compounding, the power of starting early. Now, if Priyanka doesn't start when she's 20 years old, she starts when she's 30 years old. For her to reach 5 crores, she has to invest 17,700 rupees per month. If she starts when she's 20 years, 1,900 rupees, she will reach 5 crores when she's retiring. If she misses that and she starts when she's 30 years old, she'll have to spend about 17,000 rupees. If she misses 30 and starts when she's 40, to get to 5 crores when she retires, she needs to invest close to 80,000. If she misses even that and starts when she's 50, she needs 1.7 lakhs. So the advantage of starting early, the advantage of compounding, the advantage of compounding in the stock market at about 12.5% is a powerful tool. So start to invest early. Very, very important. This numbers I'm giving you is not some chumma numbers. There's a way to calculate it, right? Some of your professors will, I'm sure they know how to do it. There's a way to calculate your financial planning, the way to calculate your retirement planning. There's a way to do it. And if you do it, this is the answer you will get. So start early. Start very, very early. So let me introduce you to a few innovative products. Can I share the screen? It will stop your screen. Right, so I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yeah. So I am not going in order. I don't want to make it boring. I will go a little bit here and there. But let me start by telling you that one of the most popular innovative products in the last 3-4 years in India has been something called a gold ETF. A gold ETF. Now, this ETF is one of the best instruments which India can have. An ETF basically takes any financial product or any physical product also for that matter, which is large in size, and it is able to break it up into small financial units and sell it to the public. And we can buy these units in small lots and we can benefit from it. For example, the gold ETF. The Gold Exchange Traded Fund. ETF stands for Exchange Traded Fund. A gold ETF, the most popular gold ETF in India is called the Gold Bees, GOLDBEES. You can see it here. The beauty of one Gold Bees is that 1 unit is equal to 0.01 grams. 0.01 grams. So if you have 44, 45 rupees in your hand, you can buy 1 unit of gold ETF. Imagine you are going to the jewelry shop. They will give you juice, coffee, and welcome you. You go in and tell them, sir, give me jewelry for 0.01 gram. What they will do? They will kick you out. But here, electronic gold, with 45 rupees, you can invest and buy 1 unit of electronic gold. If you have 450 rupees, you can buy 10 units. If you have 4,500, you can buy 100 units. Number one, it is cheaper than physical gold. Physical gold today is about 4,800 per gram. 4,850, I think. Here it is available at 4,450 per gram. Also, here you can buy 1 unit. Minimum, if you go to a gold jewelry shop, you will have to buy 4 grams, 5 grams, at least 3 grams. Here you can buy 0.01 gram. What you buy in the morning, you can sell in the evening. The price goes up. You can sell tomorrow. Physically, if you go and buy gold jewelry in Joy Alucas or anywhere or GRT, when you are buying, they will add making charges. When you're selling, they will deduct wastage charges. So you lose 5 to 7, 8% there itself. Here, whatever the rate you get it, commission is only very small, 0.1, 0.15%. The rest is yours. And the electronic gold which you're buying is stored in your electronic demat account. So there's no charge of, no way of theft. If you buy physical gold, you will always be scared. Now, holiday point, what will happen? Some thieves will come and rob me. So you will open a locker. Bank, if you open a locker, you will have to pay rent for that. That is not cheap. So all this is saved in electronic gold. But the most important thing, it is available even to a common man, to even a lower middle class person, because 1 gram is only 1 unit is equal to only 0.01 gram. It's 45 rupees you can invest. That is why, for the first time in the history of India, the amount of money invested in electronic gold is much higher than the amount of money invested in physical gold this year. 2019-20, 2021 is the first time in the history of India where there is more demand for electronic gold through gold ETFs than physical gold. So people are slowly moving to this product. If you want to wear jewelry, then you have to go for physical gold. But otherwise, buying physical jewelry and simply keeping it idle is one of the worst things to do. One of the worst things to do. It doesn't get you any return apart from price rise. But electronic gold, you can buy and sell quickly. Demand supply is there. You can keep it safe, and you can keep buying small units whenever you want. So electronic gold, one of the best innovations in the market. And all of you know that gold one day does very well during time of recession. So last time we had a recession in 2008. If you look at gold prices when the recession started, 1,000 rupees. By the time the recession ended in 2012, it was 3,000 plus. Then when recession ended, gold price came down. In 2019, when signs of recession started again, gold price again has zoomed up. And it is continuing to go up. Will it go up further? We don't know. If the recession continues a little while, gold will still go up. But electronic gold, great investment. Gold ETF, one of the most important innovations, most popular innovations in India. The second product, which I want to talk to you about, is something which I am very excited about. Because all of us at some point of time want to invest into real estate. But the problem is, you and me will never imagine that we have enough of money to invest into an IT park, into a big commercial complex, right? I've not been to Erode much, but in Coimbatore, if you go to there's one shopping mall in England there, what is it called? Whitefield or something, right? If you want to invest into a shopping mall or you want to invest into IT park, as individuals, we would have never dreamt of it because we cannot afford that kind of money. But through a REIT, Real Estate Investment Trust, you and I can invest in commercial real estate. If you and me buy a house and give it for rent, India has the lowest rental yield in the world. Even Africa is higher. You get only 2 or 3% return. But if you invest in commercial property, your return is 7 to 8%. But we do not have money to do that because it can cost minimum 20 crores, 50 crores, 100 crores. IT park in 1,000 crores, 2,000 crores. We don't have the money to do that. But in a REIT, what happens is a company, for example, India's first REIT one day came from Bangalore, from a company called Embassy. What they did was they collected 4 IT parks together, few in Bangalore, few in Pune, and one commercial complex in Bangalore. So in the 5 properties of one day, they joined it together and put a value, let us say 50,000 crores. And they divided 50,000 crores by 60,000 rupees. And they got X number of units. And the units of one day, they then distributed it to the public. They made a public issue. So if you and me were interested to part own those IT parks, part own the commercial complex, all we needed to do was invest 60,000 rupees and we get one REIT. 60,000 rupees equal to one REIT, Real Estate Investment Trust. Once we have that REIT unit, you and me are part owners of all that property. We are part owners. We will get some small portion. But Nalikwandi, you cannot go there and say, this small portion is mine. No one should come here. We get a small portion. This small investment which we have, the right which we have is to get rental income. So whatever rental income Embassy is getting, before the REIT, they were taking the rental income. Now what they do is they take a small commission and the remaining amount, they split it pro rata, proportionately, and give it to us who are unit holders of this REIT. So we get rental income, right? Embassy, when they started the REIT, they were giving you 8% rental income yield. Now after COVID, the rental yield has come to about 7%, 7.25%. Also, if the land value appreciates, your REIT value will appreciate. So you're getting double income, rental income, which they pay once every 3 months, also appreciation value of the REIT. For example, Embassy REIT was issued at 300, today it is 340. So 40 rupees increases there, plus I'm getting 8% return nearly per annum. So REIT is a beautiful investment opportunity for middle class Indians who want to invest into commercial real estate. And all they have to do is invest 60,000 rupees. They get rental income, which is much higher yield than residential property. Plus they get price appreciation, plus liquidity. Right? If we buy a real estate, which is a big commercial complex, or a shopping mall, or we are buying an IT park, if we want to suddenly sell it, there is some emergency, we suddenly sell it. Chance you cannot sell it. It will take a year, 6 months at least to sell. But in a REIT, if I buy it today, I can sell it tomorrow and I'll get my money in 2 days. So complete liquidity is there. See, the biggest problem with real estate, one day, it is liquidity. It will be a great property. It will give you decent return. And it will become custom. It will become very difficult. So to solve that liquidity problem, REIT is there. Now, already in India, you have the second REIT which has come. Raheja Group. If you come to Chennai, the OMR, IT Park, Taramani, Tidal Park, all that is constructed by Raheja, a lot of that. They came with a REIT called Mindspace. Now, very, very soon, more and more real estate companies are going to come with REIT. If you go to US and see, you have various REITs. You have REIT for sports stadiums, which means you have a part ownership in sports stadiums. So whatever revenue they are getting from the sports stadium, you will get the rent. And if the sports stadium value appreciates, your value will appreciate. You have shopping mall REITs. You have amusement park REITs. So REIT is a product which basically takes large commercial real estate, which individually we cannot buy, breaks it up into small units and gives it to us. We benefit with rent price appreciation. So that is another very, very interesting product which is there in India. And more people are today investing in gold ETF. They're investing in REIT. Another very good for use of ETF, right? All of us sit in India, right? And we look abroad. When we look abroad, we are looking at companies like Apple, Amazon. I will go back and show you one slide. If you see the slide, you see the size of Reliance. This is Reliance, black dot. Now, Reliance is the largest company in India. It is value about 14 lakh crores. 14 lakh crores is the value. But look at Saudi Arabia, Saudi Aramco, oil and gas company, 1.8 trillion. 1.8 trillion. It is 10, 11, 12, 13 times bigger than Reliance. Look at Apple, 1.9 trillion. Now it has crossed 2 trillion, which means it is nearly double the size of Reliance. Nearly double the size of Reliance. Sangvi, you need to mute.